The LOUDLABS Show with Kpook, the mayor.
To the hip hop, a hippie to the hippie, the hip hop, and you don't stop the baby to the bang bang. I can't finish the rest. You know what time it is. It's time for the LOUDLABS Show because we do it like this every time. Now this time on the show, we got a little surprise for you. Our man DJ Lou Man is not here, but we got another special DJ who we're gonna interview, and he's gonna play and take Lou Man's spot. But Lou Man, don't worry, you still in there. We got you. Behind me, you know we always got Todd One, who's always my co-host next to me, and then we got Scott, the producer, doing the things that he does. Now, you know how we get down. It's time for the LOUDLABS Show. Yo, Todd, how was the fishing?
You're slick. You slick. Actually, didn't do no fishing, but there was fish. I saw fish.
Okay.
Good fish.
I'm going fishing tomorrow.
What's up?
Man, it's been a long time. Feels like sometimes when I'm away from you guys, and it's only been a week, but it seems like sometimes it's...
Has it only been a week? It does. It seems like it's been 2 week stretch since we did a show.
No, it was a week.
It's only been a week.
We didn't do a show last week.
Yeah.
We skipped last week.
Did we?
Yeah. No, we didn't push. Remember, we didn't push.
Oh, that's double Todd. I don't want double Todd.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. So
we
it was on hiatus.
Yeah, we were gonna have Sam in here, but we didn't have Sam. Remember?
That's the thing. You're always working. That's why you don't know that we were off, because you're always working.
Well, you know, Todd. Today, you know what today is?
Do you know what today is, Todd?
Yeah, I do know what today is. That's why I thought our boy Townsend was going to be in here. I had the whole thing. See, that's what's great. Now, listen, I don't even do my homework. When you send me homework, I don't look. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. But I thought you already kind of planned it out and prepared it, and that's why I brought my little my note, my only note from the island. That I was going to bring it in, but we'll get him in here next week.
That's kind of effed up because I should have.
No, you should. That's what I'm saying. You didn't know. No, listen.
I didn't look at the calculations.
No. Listen.
No, I mean that's. I'm a bad producer.
No.
I should. I mean.
Because I talked to Talent.
No, you are. No, listen, you guys are horrible fucking producers. Listen.
We should have had him today.
No,
Today's the day that if you're going to have your lawyer in today.
Listen,
today
you just asked me, do you know what the fucking day is? Yeah, I know what the fuck the day is. Okay, listen. It's a year out.
Right.
Okay, it's your year out.
Uh-huh.
And he knew it. And obviously your black ass knows it.
Yes,
okay?
it is.
And obviously my white 90 ass knows it.
Right.
So I think what's going to happen today, I'm like, obviously it's going to be fucking Townsend. And I show up, and all we got is fucking Justin Turner on the ones and twos over there. And so that's what we got over there, okay? But we'll get to that in a little bit. But so I obviously, like I said, I thought obviously today Andre was going to be here today and would have made the whole anniversary.
And I'm so upset because I talked to Mr. Townsend. I told him what was going on. I gave him a couple of shows to look at. And he was like 100% with it. He goes, call me in 2 weeks. This is the second week. Because I forgot about the hiatus that we had, so I've been doing too much drinking.
I was gonna see. The funny thing about this is that I was driving on the way into work today, and I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I go fucking Pook since you jumped in. I go between you and Scott, like the show's been it's been cranking like a fucking machine, working, and it's flawless. We got our fucking house music all in time when it's there all the time.
Right.
But today, so I'm going into it, and I'm like, he's got this. Like, this is what this important show is supposed to be today. It's August 10th.
And I fucked up.
You fucked it up, and you let him fuck it up.
I didn't let him fuck it up.
Scott, you should have said it's Andre Townsend time.
Yeah, today should have been the day with Townsend, for sure.
For sure. This would have been a great anniversary.
So now what we're going to have to do is get in our time machine, our LOUDLABS time machine. We're going to go back in time. You're going to get Townsend, and we're going to do August 10th all over again.
We're going to wear these same clothes.
No, Sean, you got to wear them same fucking DJ clothes. Same DJ clothes tomorrow, okay? All right, done. Good. Look at him. Look at him in the dugout waiting to fucking bat. Waiting to bat. Okay, Okay, so before we get fucking Seano over here to the table, I just wanted to tell you something that happened. Okay, and I'm gonna fucking just lay it out here for the listeners. So you know those days that when you decide to go, okay, I'm gonna get some shit done, whether it be like cleaning or talking to Amazon.com.
Yeah, I know those days.
Bills and you're gonna make some calls and handle shit, right? Handle shit. So this is what happened. So my Bank of America card is getting to the where it's that grimy point where it's doesn't slide or whatever. It works, okay, but it's like you can't read the fucking the numbers on the back for the fucking safety numbers or the fuck.
Wait, can
You bring out an example. Bring out a little showpiece.
Show us those numbers and expiration dates.
But probably worse. But it's
Like that.
It's starting to get bad.
No, right. It's starting to get bad, right? Okay, so this is what happened. So yesterday morning, I get off work and it's already like 6 o'clock LA time. So I get home, I make this phone call to Bank of America, and Debbie picks up the phone. Hi, I'm Debbie. How can I help you? And I'm like, all right, check this out, Debbie. I go,
Debbie's black, right?
I don't know. No, she didn't sound black. She sounded like Texas white.
Okay.
Texas white Debbie. Yeah, Debbie. So,
Little Debbie.
Yeah. So I call and she's like, well, hey, how can I help you today? And I'm like, well, check this out, Debbie. I go, I'm kind of being fortuitous, and I'm calling ahead, and I go, my debit card's getting fucking jammed up and gummy, and I go, I want to go ahead and place an order for a replacement one, Right. Because usually, and I have never either, whenever time I've ever called them to do this, it's either because my card's lost or it doesn't work anymore, and you need to call them and make this arrangement. So I call her and I'm like, hey, can I get a new card? And she's like, all right, sir, no problem. So she just goes over some of my fucking my verifications, who I am,
make sure everything's legit.
That's your Todd, and I'm talking to the right Todd. And at the end of it, she goes, okay, cool. She goes, we got it all set up. We're gonna mail it out to you, and that'll be $5. That's gonna be $5. And I go, wait a minute. So it gets quiet, and I go, Debbie, and it's almost like, you change that tone of voice, and I wish Debbie could see me, because I was like, oh, I'm like, Debbie. And she's like, I could hear her on the other end going, I could hear her and almost hear her going, oh man, this dude's going to lay into me right now. So I go, Debbie, wait a minute, hold up. I go, you're charging me, wait, let me get this right. I go, you're charging me $5 for forward thinking, and I'm calling ahead to get a new card. I go, you're going to charge me? She goes, well, sir, she goes, yeah. She goes, here's the thing. She goes, we wouldn't charge you if you just waited until either the card expired, or it got lost or whatever, the whole thing. And I'm like,
oh, Debbie, guess what? I'm sorry, I lost my card.
Right. No. I could roll with that, but obviously, me.
You know they're being recorded.
No, but no.
This call is being recorded.
But it's over $5.
Yeah,
but the $5 is obviously the principle of the fact.
No, it's not the $5. It's not the $5 fucking dollars. It's the fucking. So all right, just calm down. Let me finish. Just calm down. So I go, Debbie, I'm like, wow. I'm like, you kidding me? She goes, yeah. She was like, the whole thing. And she goes, if you just wait till it was expired. I go, wait. I'm like, yeah, sure. I go, so let me get this straight. I go, you're telling me you're going to bilk me for fucking sending your company, Bank of America, you're going to charge me $5 to send me a new card, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And I go, it's my card. Like, this is my bank account. And I get you guys do service fees and whatnot, the whole thing. I go, but wait a minute. I go, so you're charging me $5 to get this card that I didn't wait till it got ruined. I didn't wait till it got lost. I didn't wait for anything. I just was kind of being forward thinking. Proactive, Scotty. And I was like, can I get a new card? She's like, yeah. She goes, yeah. She goes, that's the policy. And I go, check this out, Debbie. I go, you fucking blew it. I go,
what?
Bank of America had a chance. You guys were right there in line to get sponsorship for the LOUDLABS show. And I said, now guess what, Debbie? I go, fuck you. I go, fuck that $5 charge. I go, I go, charge me. I go, Debbie, I go, it's not you, Debbie. I'm like, I'm sorry. I go, don't be scared. I know it's early in the morning for me. I know it's early in the morning for you. And I know you didn't probably expect this phone call. But I was just like, Debbie, I'm like,
or what did she?
Do you know what the $5 is for? Because I've lost many of bank cards.
What the $5 is for? Yeah. So the guys that run Bank of America get fucking rich. That's what it's for.
The $5 is for them to have the card there in 2 days.
No, I didn't ask him. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him
what it's for. So you can get it there. So you can get it there within 2 days.
Do you feel better now, Todd?
What?
Do you feel better knowing the answer why they charge you $5?
No, that's not the answer. The answer is to make Bank of America rich.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to explain to you. It's that they told me.
Oh, hold on. And this is coming from somebody
who hasn't had a bank card for a fucking year.
Where did he used to work before he got put in jail?
The bank. This motherfucker.
America.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what, Pook? You better make a phone call. You better make a phone call and get this fixed and get that $5 surcharge.
So, but here's something that you could have done. See, I've done the same thing, Todd. I lost my card, right?
Yeah.
But then I found it, but I ordered another card. So I have 2 cards. And
wait, is this 10 years ago or now?
No, this is right now.
Okay.
This is present time.
You lost the card, but you only been out a year.
Well, I didn't lose
1 year
it.
today.
I was just drunk and it was in another pants pocket and I was looking for it. So I ordered another card.
Yeah.
So now I have 2 cards. And if you go and get the the app, the Bank of America app,
Yeah.
you can go on there and you could switch between your cards.
I'd rather.
And you can order your card off your app and you wouldn't have to worry about that. You want to work with the app.
No. I wanted to fucking yell at Debbie. That's what I wanted to do.
You didn't want to yell at Debbie.
All right?
So
Debbie didn't do nothing.
So we just gave B of A
Oh, fuck them.
a crazy commercial
Yeah.
sponsorship
No, we didn't.
For our tens of listeners?
for our tens
For our
of
tens of listeners?
It doesn't matter. Just
So
10
anyway,
more than they got.
I've been doing yard work and yelling at banks. That's what I've
Okay.
been doing. What have you been doing?
I've been
How was the
working.
party? Hey, and I went to go get my free burrito at Taco Nazo. I went over there. Dude, yeah, no. I went over to the new place. It's fucking
Is that
amazing,
amazing?
dude. Clean as shit, man.
Yes.
Fucking Omar
Hey,
came. I told.
Did
what?
you see Lou Man?
Wait, at Taco Nazo? No.
Explain.
Lou Man works at Taco Nazo now. That's why he's not here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Can we get it? Can we get a job? I'll get jobs at Taco Nazo.
So when you walk in, it says now hiring. So Lou Man's in there.
Lou Man said, I'll
Omar-
take
Dude,
it.
hey,
Omar hooked them up.
check this out. I parked all the way at the old one in the parking lot by the old one.
Right.
And I got out and I went and rattled the door to get into the old one. And this dude wearing a fucking neon vest goes, "Hey, SA, me right here. Here's a new one." Because I forgot about the whole combo about putting the new one together, and the new one's opening. So I was like, son of a bitch. I go, I'm like, who the fuck are you whistling at? I go, but the guy was like, nah. He goes, the opening's here. So I fucking walked back, locked the car up.
Was Omar there?
Yeah, Omar was there. So I walked in and I got in line, and all the dudes are putting the burritos and tacos together. They're just looking at me. I didn't know how it worked. I'm like, do I talk to you first? Do I order? And so I sat in there for a minute, and they were staring back at me, and I was staring back at them. I'm like, where's Omar? And they're like, he's here. Yeah, he's here. I'm like, well, where is he? And they're like,
Does he owe you money?
No, they were all looking at me like crazy, holding like fish, like breaded fish, going, and I'm like, can I see him? And they're like, yeah. So one dude put the fish down in the back, and he walked backwards, and he walked back, and then Omar came around. He's like, what's up, Todd? And dude, fucking place was cranking. Don't go there at noon.
No, I bet it is. Everybody that works around
Dude,
that area.
it was stacked at noon with all kinds of people wanting burritos.
So do you still have did he give it to you free? You still
No,
got-
I had to use it.
Okay, you used it and got
I'll get another one.
But
Don't
you made
worry.
copies of it first, right?
Gang.
Did you get something to drink too?
No, I just got the
So
burrito
was you
split.
just got it? You didn't sit down and eat it. You just ate it.
No. And then as soon as I paid for it too, man, as soon as I turned around and posted up at the fucking table, whatever, chick came out and said, there you go. There's your burrito. They were quick, man.
They're
Fast,
ready to
man.
get you up out of there.
Fast turnaround, dude.
Omar
And like I
has
said
the system
again,
going.
if you need a taco, if you need a burrito, you get down to Taco Nazo.
Get down to Taco Nazo.
Yeah, that's where you go.
I like that. That's a good commercial. If you need a taco.
If you need a burrito.
Get your ass on down to Taco Nazo.
That's it. So I went there, and that's what I've been doing. So what have you been doing besides planning parties and shindigs on Friday night?
I've been working like a dog.
Yeah.
I've ladies out there. I've been on Match.com.
Shut up.
You've been running the
Imagine,
fucking.
have you not Tindered? You know Tinder, right?
And Tinder's shit.
Is it?
And Plenty of Fish is corny. So I went on Match. I paid $14.99 for a month.
Yeah.
But I'm only running a month. After that month is done, I'm out of there. So I'm running that month, and I have to say.
Does it work? Has it paid off? Any dates?
I have to say.
And there's a difference between date and laid.
I have to say I went out on a date last week and saw my friend Demo perform. I went all the way out to Corona, and I went out with a 40.
And you made it back. They let you come back, huh? Corona let you come back.
Caucasian lady.
You went out with a 70-year-old?
I said 40.
Oh,
47-year-old white lady?
I didn't say white. I just said.
hey, you did. Did he say?
Yeah, he said white lady.
Caucasian.
No,
Yeah, it's a white lady.
No, she was Spanish or something like that. I don't know what she was.
That's
But listen,
not white.
Did she like you? Did you hold her?
I made her feel nice because my friend Sean, you know Sean Demo, which wants to come over here and he's gonna sing and perform. He was performing, so we went over there and he gave us some free drinks and we did everything. I've never been to Corona.
Well,
Corona
yeah,
was far.
duh.
I drove out there and had a great time.
Yeah.
You know, and then, but what's funny is like when
That's the Inland Empire.
The Inland Empire. When I'm on Match.com, this is what's real funny, and I wanted to explain this to everyone.
Yeah.
You tell them where you've been the past 10 years?
It depends. It depends. I told her later that night. She probably got excited. But here's the crazy thing about the whole thing is that I've been getting hit by women a lot on there, right?
I would hope so.
But the funny thing is they're over 42. I'm going to average them out. Over 42, white, divorced, and curvy.
And here's the thing. You can't call them cougars. You can't because you're past the cougar age.
Yeah, but
you're not.
But I'm
if
past
20
the
years
cougar
ago you could
Yeah, it
date
would've
that
been
age,
fun.
but you know what that is? You're dating your age group, Pookie.
But here's the funny thing.
You're dating
the
your
statistic, when I
age.
look at the statistic of them, and they're divorced with
Yeah.
kids already, and th're white, and they're like, what happened to your white guy? Are you ready to get a gorilla now? Is this the whole
What?
thing? Are you ready to get gorilla down?
Are you ready to not go back?
Are you ready to go and not go back? And that wasn't.
And what's the answer?
And that wasn't the sound
That
of
was
Tarzan.
no.
That was Harambe.
No one mistakes you.
But
No, but got it. No.
But it's just funny. But it's a funny situation. I'm ready to get off that Match.com as soon as possible.
You know what, Pook? You don't strike me as someone. Like, I get it when you get out. Like I said, I know you've been talking on the show that, playing on that little pornographic phone all fucking day. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. No, right. No, but I never, I've never had that, Scott and I have tons of friends that have Tinder fucking accounts and whatnot. You tease, swipe left, swipe right. The fucking, what is that? What did you say?
Plenty of fish.
Butterfish?
No, plenty
Oh,
of
plenty
fish.
of fish? Okay, plenty of fish. It just doesn't seem like your style, like our style. No. But wait. Hear me out. I'm saying is, I know a lot of people that have met friends and.
Well, it used to be frowned upon, but nowadays, it's how you do it.
No, it's how you do it. You're right. There's a lot of apps out there that are making connections and making a lot of people happy.
Coffee meets bagel.
Coffee makes bagel.
We need to get one of them in here and just ask
Butterface, right? Is Butterface Butterface app?
Butterface, hot and horny.
Yeah.
So what's funny about these apps is that I feel like I'm on this one, but I'm just I'm used to meeting girls.
Yeah, you go.
getting
Yeah,
my mac
talking,
on,
macking it out.
I mean, even though we could look at profiles and this girl's 93%
No,
perfect
yeah,
for
no.
you.
It used to be back
music?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that?
Fucking.
I'm just kind of I'm kind of over the matchmaking from the computer putting numbers together.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. I know. I've watched you work. I've watched you at a bar. I've watched you do a download on a lady or two at a time.
Right.
No, that's how we used to do it. I didn't need a computer to fucking give me your hair color, your eyes, your height, all that shit.
none of that.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's how the kids are working now. You get it all laid out for you, and then you get this is what I'm working with. Instead of just showing up and rolling up to a girl going, "What's up?
What's up?" and using your tongue. And
What's
your
up? I'm a DJ
Mac
Pook.
game.
Right.
Because I never even went to the stage where they were doing that speed dating. Remember back in the day, you could sit on the chair, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, and I'm going to say blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
And then move to the next chair.
Yeah.
Where are you really going to get to know a person?
No,
in
it's
30 seconds?
and all these old schemes, they just all the and these apps and these dating, it's for somebody that I've never hooked up with a girl going, hold on, let me fill out my profile and send this to you. And
It's like an application. I'll give you an application.
and give me the okay that you want to fucking you want to hang out. Let's go get coffee. Let's get a drink. No.
But
if
then,
I can't,
they want to act prudish after that.
that's what I'm saying.
And nowadays, some people are signing non-disclosures before the date.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just all it takes
Right?
way too much, man. It's a lot of work, man. I find out in 2 weeks. Remember back in the day, we could find out in 2 minutes
easier
whether
being married.
I could find out in 2 minutes whether I'm going to spend the next one. I can find out in 2 minutes. I'm gonna spend the third one with you.
Right.
That's
You
what it would
should know
take,
that.
you know?
You should know already what you're gonna. I mean, women. Honestly, they had this thing that women know within 30 seconds if they're gonna drop their panties.
So there we go. Bank of America and all dating apps, it's on. Contact us. Whoever contacts us first, we're going to put you right on sponsorship. Huh? Put that big-ass logo on there, and we'll see how it runs from there.
We're going to run it on from there. I think I'm going to try and talk to, two Asian girls did Coffee Meets Bagel, so I'm going to try and find them.
All right.
Maybe they need to meet this coffee.
Pook.
Dark coffee.
Dark coffee. Is that an app? I don't know.
Dark coffee. No, wait, here's
No, we just invented two more. Butterface and dark coffee.
And they have Black People Meet and Black Planet.
All right.
Hey.
Pook, who do you have as a guest coming on the show today?
I have this guest, and I really appreciate.
Look, he's on TV. Look, he's on TV right now.
He's up to bat right now.
He's up to bat.
He's DJing and he's batting.
And he's batting.
Jesus. Today.
Oh, they're scared. Are they scared? Oh, they're fucking they're scared.
Wait, well, it's Mac Miller and Turner in combined right there, right? I'm combining into one dude.
I'm surprised he doesn't have his button undone. Like he just has one button open so he can see the LA.
It's a Mac.
I love that guy.
Sean Mac Turner.
So our special guest today, I've met him over the 10 years that I was gone.
Wait, you've been in contact with this guy? Why
no,
he stalked him. This is kind of a good story. He stalked him.
We met through sound waves.
Okay.
Wait, did you meet or did you find him on the air?
No, I found him on sound. Like I'm laying down and he's talking.
Why you were locked up at the island?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're listening to his mixes and hearing his fucking shit while you're at TI.
While I'm at TI.
Okay, all right.
And then after that, we kind of just meet each other.
Do you know he's listening to your shit while he's laying down at the TI?
No, he's in prison.
No. Hold on. I'm saying, like I said, you're if you're falling in love with him by ear, but does Sean?
Oh,
boom!
Look at him. Oh, the lucky
boom!
Yes, score, baby.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck it. Get over here.
Let's bring in the one and the only Seano.
What's up, partner? Hey, thank you for the music in the front end of the show.
Thank you for stepping in for DJ No Man for the day.
Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah.
So back to our little story that we were just so he's listening to your shit while he's locked up, but you're free.
Yes.
So, and you've been a DJ, and so you got mixes out.
He DJs everywhere.
Right.
All around this town.
So he's listening to your shit. But do you know if he's hearing it?
Yo, so I would get text messages from his friends who would say, shout Kpook out.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I did,
yeah.
and then so I had never really made that connection about where folks are really listening to my radio show,
or where they're getting it from.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And I don't have any means to, I might tell people where to reach us or whatever.
Sure.
But when they were like, "Yo, we have a friend and he's where he is," and like
the island,
they're listening and shout him out, and I was like, "Hell yeah!" Like
yeah.
So when they would when I would remember, or when they would text me, I would always be like, "Yo, shouts to Kpook." Everyone listening,
Right on.
So
right
we did.
On.
I did.
People ever ask you who the hell is Kpook?
Guests.
Guests?
Other guests would, because I wouldn't take calls or like be on my phone or something. So they'd be like, "How the fuck do you know someone's listening?" So and then
but isn't that the big question, Sean? Like, how the fuck do we know everyone's listening?
Yeah. So
well, he knew one person was
right.
listening.
No, right. Okay, cool.
One person, 100 people, 1,000 people. It's all good.
All right, Sean. So you go. Seano's your DJ. That's your handle.
That's the handle.
How long you been DJing?
11 years on January 8th.
January 8th. You know the day.
Damn.
Yeah,
you know the day you went in.
That changed my whole shit.
Same with me. I know my date, my first job.
You know, it was
January,
like when you grow up
it's
or whatever.
LA Signs, that job? When
no,
you
not
quit
that job. Stringer job. When I got my first story.
Job,
my first story.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got my first story. Where are you from?
I'm from. I was born in Upland, and then I
Upland,
moved
the
to
skate
Pasadena.
park, home of the fucking most famous.
I don't think he was born then.
Nah, dude.
How old are you?
No, I missed it. I just
but
remember.
you know what I'm talking about, Upland Skate Park.
No, man. I was out of there in second grade.
Wait a
I
minute.
was just born there.
Yeah, but you also have to understand that he's probably under 30.
I'm 31. Yeah.
Well, he's 31.
But
that Upland skate park, I missed it. You were on the ass end of it, so you got to imagine it wasn't even around when he was.
I can't believe a kid living in Upland and not have any.
Doesn't know.
I was only there till second grade.
Okay, Upland skate. I don't care what grade you were in.
I wasn't peeping the videos,
Upland
man.
Skate
I wasn't
Park.
there
Upland
yet.
Skate Park is like one of the most like epic up like Southern California skate park, like Tony Hawk, like all the Pal Peralta dudes, fucking
Kurt?
Vision, Kurt, like I mean, Upland Skate Park was, you know, it was like there was nothing, there was one of a kind. There was nothing like that around. Like I would come from Downey and have our parents drive us up to fucking Upland, like 60 miles and come, you know, to go fucking
Just go skate for 4 hours.
While they sat in the car and smoked cigarettes and talked and bullshit. Okay, so you're from Upland, all right? So
And then I moved to Pasadena.
Pasana Da.
Yeah, Pasadena. Yeah.
Pasana Da is what we call it. All right, all right.
All
right. So,
Pasadena.
all right.
That might be my new shit, man. I'm gonna have to assess
Hey, that's
Todd.
the name of your next mixtape.
Yeah,
That's gotta be it.
Pasana Da.
Pasadena.
So, what kind of a DJ are you, Sean? Like, what are you into?
What am I into? I like when I started DJing, I was taught by Mr. Chaco from the Beat Junkies, so I was kind of groomed on a very hip-hop background, 2 turntables, mixer, vinyl, mix, blend, scratch a little bit, and then so I was my first, I guess, like, would have just been hip-hop shit and then samples.
I got a question for you right there. You just said something I was wondering, because I DJing and scratching is the art form of it. It's always fascinated me. I can run a fucking handful of fucking like power tools at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Like you give me anything off the shelf, I fucking you can do what it needs to do.
I'll make it do it.
I'll make it do. No, I'll make it do what it does. But scratching has always been like it's such a foreign like how do you get it done? But so you just said something like that whole like how you were groomed like that blending and a little bit of scratching.
Yeah.
Is that a style like is it like where you kind of like instead of like do you not what I'm kind of getting at is it like there's a lot of scratch heavy guys, or is there like you let the blends happen and you kind of naturally kind of blend music together and throwing a little bit of shit here and there?
Yeah, so when I started DJing, I went straight to a DJ school. So my first experience
What's the name of the school?
Was Scratch DJ Academy, and it's still around. It's on the west side off
With
of
Mr. Chalk when he was the teacher.
No
and
kidding.
Mr. Chalk was there.
So you actually, Sean, you went to a fucking DJ school to learn.
Yeah, I did.
Did you have any time on tables before that?
No, just collecting.
Well, you know
CDs
why? You know,
because
because you're white.
Yeah, I didn't have
No.
influences.
No. That's I'm funny about that.
White 90.
White 90. But what I'm saying. But that's I love that Sean's here because now we're kind of.
Well, here's no. I'm gonna tell you why I brought Sean was because I'm like I've had some black DJs.
Yeah, we've had a lot of flavor.
And I had a Mexican DJ. I had Ralph M.
Oh, we got
who's
DJ
an
in our house, DJ
and
Lou.
then I'm like, hey, and I didn't want to say I'm just bringing a white DJ, but we're gonna bring.
Did you bring Sean to talk to me tonight?
This is your fantasy tonight.
You brought my Sean Mac Miller.
Justin Turner over.
Hold on, Todd, there you go. Hey, there you go.
There it is.
There it is, you guys.
Fucking A,
You two
dude.
can just
Fucking
talk it up.
A,
Just
dude.
talk it up.
So I know.
Hey, that's the whitest this show's been since you've been on.
Yeah,
Look at.
Nice.
I'm making sure that because I was thinking about the show, because.
Obviously not good enough because we should have had Towns in today.
I was
All
thinking
right.
that good, but I was like, hey, you know what? I need to bring some more color into the
You also need to put your mouth to the microphone.
I need to bring some more color into the studio.
Right.
So I was like, I got to get
Well,
Sean
no,
in.
hold on a second. You bring plenty of color to the studio.
No, we're not. You guys are, because it's summertime. You turn pink. You
We're
turn
like
red.
ghosts. We're clear. We're clear. Okay,
You get red beards.
wait.
Everything's
Yeah.
So back to Sean. So you what's the name of the academy you went to again?
It was called Scratch. It's
still
Scratch
a school.
DJ Academy, and it was founded by Jam Master Jay from Run DMC.
Okay, so how old are you when you start school?
I was 19.
You're 19.
Yeah.
How long is the course?
So they have 6-week courses, and when I was there, I think they had 5 courses. So getting back to your thing about the different styles, about scratching or blending and things like that. And so I think what they try to do in the first class was like give you a quick introduction to all of the different styles of shit
how
that
this
you
works,
can do.
right,
Exactly
okay.
right. So, and that was 6 weeks. And really, honestly, after 6 weeks, you could be theoretically
Considered.
DJing.
Did you
Right.
have any knowledge going into it? And why did you do it?
I didn't have any DJ knowledge. I fucked with music. I went to a boarding school where I didn't really fuck with anyone there, and then so I was just listening to lots of music and burning it and ripping CDs.
CDs,
and
mix CDs and shit. Like that's. You all right? You all right? Hold up.
Did we miss something?
I
okay.
want to know what
okay.
happened there.
I'm okay.
Did something happen? Did the
Well,
nap start?
I was just thinking about boarding school, just being bored and sitting there and listening to music. And,
No, it's kind of like prison, like T.I. Like, you know, like, that's right.
He was there too.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he was in a white
I
privilege.
was in a
boarding
very
school.
different place. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a
very
different place.
place.
Very
It's a white
different.
privilege,
I'll
white
tell you that
privilege
right away.
prison.
The worst day was probably never anything like that.
The worst days,
No,
they had chicken pot pie.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, because
For
you know,
sure.
it's so what I find to me, like everybody that you brought in so far, and I mean with the from the Baker Boys, like everybody I can probably pretty much say without a doubt, none of them besides Sean has ever gone to school to learn how to do this.
No, because
Right.
already
Right.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying, right.
Most of them learn.
No,
on
you
the
by
fly.
watching on like
And
you know,
yeah.
So that's how. But you decided you put this money in and you go to these courses and they've taught you. They teach you how to do this.
Well,
Yeah.
how much was it at that time? Did you say was it your money or your parents paid for it? How did you?
No, so
The fuck's
going
that matter?
answering question
Because I
B from Scott over there, he asked me why. So I have a cousin who's a musician, and he was basically like someone I really admired, and he was like, "Yo, you have all this music. Why don't you just go and try this?" Because I was like bored.
Do you
at
play
junior
any
college.
instrument?
No, I don't do none
Wow.
of that.
So you
No, I didn't have.
just
That is
the,
an
no,
instrument.
That's it
of course,
now,
no.
yeah.
But, so just a good ear listener and just
Yeah.
and have a passion and love music.
Yeah, and I really admired this cat, and I still do.
Right.
But he was like, "Go, it's fun." And then my first day there, the reason I remember the date so well is because my first day there, they showed us the documentary Scratch.
Yeah. Oh
And,
yeah, that's good.
That
yeah.
was it for me, man.
Right?
And I literally applied to work there the same day, and then I got a 3-month internship, and then didn't have to pay for the rest of my.
Oh,
that's
fucking
awesome.
sweet,
Oh,
man.
beautiful.
Smart. Hey, that's boarding school.
Right?
That's boarding
That's
school
fucking
smarts
boarding
right there.
school.
Boarding school smarts right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're paying for your own boarding school,
That-
you gotta
no,
figure out
I
how to make it work,
Did not
right?
do that, but yeah, I did try to pick. I was happy that I was able to like be around everyone teaching
Yeah.
me.
Is,
and,
is that school in Pasadena? Is
No,
it
it was
in
on the west
LA?
side.
West
It's on
side?
Sepulveda, right off of Sepulveda and Pico, off of Cotner and Pico.
Okay.
And that's Scratch LA. And again, it started in New York, and they have a few schools around the country.
Right.
And they'll do private lessons, and they'll do things like that. And then there's just to keep it, 100. Chalk was my teacher, and he has since left there. And he, along with the other Beat Junkies, have started a brand new school in
Yeah,
Glendale. And that's another place that I would recommend to
That's
people
what Kpook
to
was
maybe
saying.
check
That
out.
the Beat Junkies are starting their own school.
Yeah.
Right?
And those guys, I mean, aside from having the classes and learning from the folks I would learn from, I would study their mixtapes and idolize these individuals on more than just a DJ thing, but from a business aspect about how to like carry yourself or throw your own parties and shit like that. And then now they got the school, and they're still spreading the gospel
Oh, yeah.
of this culture that
Yeah.
we're somehow able to pay
My
bills
best,
with.
my best Beat Junkie story is you didn't hear it, or if you didn't watch the last past shows, but the Beat Junkies, like I said, I know them through Kpook and our other friend Fred, and we used to go to shows and do they used to do fashion show events, and and until then I had never really, I mean, you see a DJ, roller skate rink or at a club, whatnot, and one guy will be doing it, and a friend will start doing this and working this machine over here. But the first time I ever seen the Beat Junkies ever go to town and have 4 of them scratching at one time, 3 of them taking breaks and rotating.
Yeah.
We were at a show up in Portland, at a fashion show, and the greatest thing is I watched them work all night long, like fucking just master the fucking tables. And at the end of the night, there's a little taco stand that was kind of attached to the club we were at, and Freddie and Fred's looking in from the street looking in. And I'm like, are you seeing this? I'm like, there's 1 Beat Junkie, 2 Beat Junkies, 3 Beat Junkies, 3, 4, 5. And I'm at the end just shoving tacos in my face going, I'm eating fucking with the Beat Junkies.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Dude.
Yeah, so it was a good show. And Beat Junkies are fucking, they're, like I said, this was the first time I kind of in my travels of listening to music and how, whether, musicians or bands and whatnot, but those dudes used to fucking, they still get down. I mean, those dudes said they're phenomenal. And to have a school to start teaching cats and learning kids on how to work that machine over there, fucking awesome.
I'm on the works of getting them in here, and that day we're gonna have at least 3 to 4 of them in here
working.
At one time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to
They're
do some.
gonna work.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some extra building, bring in their table or something.
They're gonna work and have some fun. And one thing you didn't get to do, Sean, is and I wish you were around at that time. See, myself, I got to grow up with those cats. You know what I mean? So, and the way I met J-Rock was because there was a rave back when raves in the good days were going on, and I didn't know who J-Rock was, and J-Rock didn't know who I was, and I was DJing the rave, and he was DJing the rave at the same time. Except at that time, I was the headliner, and J-Rock was the spinning.
Yeah, that's tight.
And then
Boy, as
J-Rock,
times changed.
and J-Rock went on before me, right? And I was like, oh, no. I'm done DJing. I'm going to make this guy my best friend. And that night, I went and said, hey, dude, you know what, dude? I've been listening to music. I've been DJing. But what you just did, and this is like 91.
Years ago?
No, it's like in the 90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s.
White 90s.
And I was like, that's it. I'd rather just be your friend and teach. And then I met all the beat junkies, all in Cerritos, everything.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm actually what I'm kind of finding out right now too is it can be taught. Like I could learn how to do that. I could learn how to do that. Yes, Sean.
I told producer Scott to take his.
If you can reach,
If I can reach,
if you can reach, I think that you could do.
So
6 weeks.
Some things.
Some things. Okay, so Sean, you go to school. Okay, so you get out, you graduate, you get your plaque, your diploma that says I am a DJ now. So do you go? What? I'm going down the timeline here. So do you like picking out your?
You don't
hand?
graduate unless you get a paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything in life.
Right. You run
Always
down.
get that fucking paper.
You run down to Michael's and
if you paid for that shit,
you get a piece of paper.
Yeah,
Right.
dude.
It's all the money right there on that paper.
I got them. I have a piece of paper.
It's in a frame,
from them.
right?
Fucking A.
No,
it's
some in a
book,
frame though.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But I got it.
you get out. How do you pick your handle? Did you go through like any like going? I'm gonna be like DJ Havoc or
I had,
Banana Clip or like
yeah, Banana Clip.
DJ what? How you say Pasadena?
Pasana DJ
That's my
Pasana.
new shit.
Yeah, that's your new
Pasana
handle
Da.
right there. That's
Dude.
your handle. So how do you go about picking your handle?
So on the actual first day of the school, everyone has to. You got to make friends. So
Right.
everyone has to pick a handle right there. So my
I was
first
horrible
one,
at making friends first day.
yeah,
I'm a jerk,
it was
but
really
that's
funny.
why.
Some people had things that you could tell they had thought of, and then there was like really random people.
My name's
Yeah.
Sean.
They were like, yeah.
Seano.
So how do you come up with it? How do you?
I don't know. Well, my first one was Alias, and then I did Magic Fingers like a dummy. Yeah.
I like
That's a
Magic
fucking dummy
Fingers.
move.
I'm honest, man. I'm
No,
just
that's
gonna.
good. I love it.
put it
Thank
out
you.
there,
Yeah.
and then that way it's
No,
like.
it
you
sounds
never hit
good.
anything.
It sounds good, and like 5 minutes go by, you're like, that's fucking horrible,
Yeah,
man.
it was really
right.
bad.
All right.
It was during like this weird phase where I was buying a
Drinking?
shitload of records. No, I was buying and finding all kinds of shit.
Right.
And all the homies were jealous, and they were like calling me that. And then so I was like, well, fuck it.
Because this whole
Yeah,
thing.
so I
through.
ran with
Yeah.
it. And then Shano just came because it's the only thing anyone's ever
I
called
like,
me
you know,
since
and-
high school.
No,
so.
but that's cool. That's your handle, like all the homies and your buddies to
Yeah.
call you that and shit. So you okay, good.
So I said,
Sean,
fuck it. So they gave it to me. So I feel like a handle or a nickname should be given.
right? No, it
And
actually,
if
no,
it's-
it absolutely should. Like you
Yeah.
gotta, or you gotta be really tight with the one guy that hands out the nicknames.
Oh yeah,
you know,
there is a guy like that.
every good crew's
I
got
gotta-
that.
Sounds like prison.
I got a question for the two DJs here.
Yeah.
Is it looked frowned upon what he did, or does it not matter talent-wise? Like if you come out of that with some talent, does it matter? Or if you come out of there just I got a fucking education, like does it look frowned upon?
Well, in my eyes, because
Or does it not matter because of the people that he fucking learned from?
well, one is because he went to a school, and the school, it was a credibility school. It came from Jam Master Jay, so anyone that they picked inside, this is only my perspective, anyone they picked to be in there to teach had to know what the hell that they were doing, and to know that he was taught by Mr. Chalk is like
Right.
okay.
No, but Sean's not going to fucking like his like clubs and going, hey, here's my plaque,
No,
and
he
starting
don't-
like he doesn't tell that story. He
His-
doesn't tell anybody how he got to where
No,
he got.
and he never has to tell. He doesn't have to even tell the club owner.
No,
hey, I'm
and
gonna
nor-
DJ,
and nor would he- and nor would he.
What's good? But what's good about you? I got this plaque, and I went to the school. Fuck no.
No,
He's gonna
right?
say,
I mean, there's no reason
I'm
to
gonna
bring
show
that.
you how good
Well,
I am. with my
I was
hands.
asking because most
No.
DJs are self-taught,
So what do
right?
you think about that?
So I think it depends on who you ask, right? So I think that there's a class of salty people who might
Sure.
not like
Haters.
it, and then
Haters, right.
And then
Yeah,
there-
Taylor Swift said it best.
But then,
Haters
like
gonna
the
hate.
junkies say, the reason they started the school was they were tired of everyone doing it wrong.
Right? No,
So they
no,
want,
and see,
they'd
and
rather
that
see
makes
people
sense. No, and-
learn from people that know what they're doing. than-
Absolutely, Sean. No, absolutely,
Yeah.
Sean. No, that's what I'm saying. So back to the question, like the heart of the question, like
How do you go from the school to work?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like this, like if it's not like you're
Talent.
but it's not like you're advertising that whole premise of how you got to like where you're at now. Like you don't advertise that.
Yeah.
I
think that's the thing. It's how to market yourself, right? And then
but you're just being coming out honest, and you're like, I fucking straight up learned at a school from the Beat Junkies, Mr. Chalk. Like that's how I got taught to do my fucking thing. And the only reason why it's because it's the webcast, it's the show. So Sean just letting us all in on how he fucking learned. But you don't.
I never knew this.
Right.
So he's the first person that I've ever met that said,
I
went to a school. I was taught
a school
in
taught.
6 weeks.
Not
I was
street,
good.
Yeah.
And I've listened to this cat do his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, he fucking was at 4th of July, killing it on 4th of July in downtown LA.
What's that? What show is he talking about?
They produced the Grand Park 4th of July thing.
You played at that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
myself
I
and some
sent,
other folks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was
the
lots
picture,
of
right?
people. And
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
With his,
Yeah, no, he works all around. He works at the Shortstop, which is the Dodger bar.
Yeah.
He works across the street at the Perch.
Yeah. Were you there that night that there was a fire in the wall? And the fire department came?
Perch?
No, it's Shortstop. You were there that night working?
Oh no, I wasn't working, but I do know the night you're talking about. Yeah,
I was down the
that
street.
was on a Monday, and it was on a Monday.
It was no.
Todd does news too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know everything that happens around town.
So I'm in my car, and the Shortstop, because Greg Dooley owns that bar. You know who Greg Dooley is?
I've met Greg. There's a couple cats.
Do you know who Greg Dooley is?
No.
You don't know who the fucking.
I don't even fucking know who Greg Dooley is.
Well, I know you don't. I would expect you not to know. You don't know who Greg Dooley is?
I want to know.
The owner of the Shortstop.
Yeah, no, I know.
You ever heard of a band called Afghan Wigs?
No.
He's the lead singer of Afghan Wigs.
No, I didn't even know that. So I got to play that now when I see
Oh,
him.
no. Afghan.
Oh, hey, it's a good band.
Fucking Afghan Wigs is one of the best 90s. I mean, Greg Dooley is one of the best lyricists, fucking guitarist, fucking frontman. Hey, you tell Greg Dooley next time you work at the Shortstop, I want to have him on the show and see if you can get that slid in there.
I will, dude. I will do that.
Okay, back
Greg
to
Dooley. I dig it.
Greg Dooley.
I'll remember, man. I'm gonna say I could just
remember.
text
You'll be like,
the
hey,
homie.
The fire in the wall. Remember
Yeah.
that night? I was sitting up there 5 minutes, and as news guys, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going until that thing because there's firemen.
Did you know it was his bar when you went there?
Yeah. Greg Dooley's owned the Shortstop for fucking a long time.
And how long have you known that?
As long as Greg Dooley's owned the Shortstop.
So when the call came out, you're like, oh, I'm going to his bar. Like you knew that it was his bar?
I didn't go to the bar. I was like 10 minutes out waiting for the fire to get big.
Gotcha.
Almost time to flip.
All right.
Yeah.
No. So wait.
Almost, not yet.
Wait. So I know. We got. Sean's got to go.
He's got
No,
to go.
we're good, man. This
All right.
This is super chill.
So Seano gets out of DJ school. He picks his handle. I'm just gonna run with my name and the big O at the end. And so, what is the first big gig that you did that you were just like, you know what, man, this is it? Like after you get out of school, you pick your handle. What is the first big event you did that you were just like, dude, this is the shit?
I think like for me it was I would intern with people. So by interning with certain people and learning how this whole thing works, learning who to talk to, who books the shows, figuring out which promoters are booking shows, I would then go and holler at them and try to intern for them and hand out their things, and I would be like, book me on the opening. So I literally just told everyone, I'll do all this free labor shit for you if you can maybe hook up an opening
Hustle the
set.
flyers and the promotion.
Yeah,
and then
hustle the flyers, or then also get the emails outside the event and then play 9 to 10.
Right.
Before anyone.
Give me the hour. Give me the hour. Give me
but
the.
I'm on the bill.
Yeah.
And then other promoters will see that, and this is my thinking. I'm not saying this is the way to do shit.
Right.
This is just how I was
How you went at
operating
it.
in 2006 or whatever. And I was like, I really love this kind of music, and I really think that these people are something special in this community. I'm gonna help them, and hopefully they will look after me.
Right. You can help push them.
Yeah.
And that was your whole hope it comes back and it feeds back and goes 10. Like you said, you pay it forward.
I tried to do
Right.
that, yeah. And that's for me, and that was my thing. Was I was running around with DJ Hideo, who recently passed away, and then he was on the beat 92.3. He was a radio cat, and like we would run around and do gigs, and he would be just like how to do this gig, how each gig is different, how each time slot at each gig is different.
Right.
There's like little rules that you learn as well. You don't play a song from an artist who's performing that same night that
Right.
you're playing.
Yeah.
Like there's
the
just
ins and outs. Like
and
the,
then
like,
you crash and burn and do dumb shit, and that's how you
learn.
The only way to do anything is by failing You know what I
Right.
mean? And then
Yeah, no.
and then hopefully you have a friend who's good enough to be like, yo, dude, you're fucking up.
Yeah, you fucked this up, but don't worry. Like you said,
Yeah, exactly.
learn from this. Learn from this. Yeah, absolutely. That's
I ran around
cool
with
mentors
certain mentors.
Yeah,
and
that helped you out and said, don't worry
Yes,
about that.
and
Like you
those
said,
are-
failing is the only way to figure out how you move forward from that moment, you know?
I think so.
Right.
And I still have all the. It's great about this community and just music. I think I don't have my foot in any other industry. It's just this LA community, and I still have all the same homies.
Good.
Like I have not burnt or had any kind of shit with anybody in
Right.
11 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been pushing 11 years, spinning and
trying.
cracking.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Good. What is on the horizon? Do you have any big shows coming up? Is there something that?
So I'm always just part of the hustle is like how do I promote events, but then also hold down residencies that can help pay the bills, and I can maybe use those to try to be a little bit more creative in some other endeavors.
Yep.
And
Network a little bit here and there. Yeah.
And then so I do a few events. One of the events I do is with a jazz electronic musician named Mark DeClivelo, and he just he's a fucking beast. Like if I showed you live performance footage of what this man does, he's really inspiring. And then so he asked me to help him with an event that he had been doing, and we're about to do a 7-year anniversary show in November.
Nice.
At Resident on the 25th of November.
All right.
And then that's jazz trio, and then I'll play some jazz break samples, and then they do the jazz set, and then the second set is a little bit more up tempo, a little fun, a little broken, maybe some house shit, and then that's the anniversary. I do another event called New Tropic, and that's where I put my foot in the water of world music, reggae, Afrobeat, and I try to. My big thing that I've been trying to do since 2006 was to learn as many genres and to feel comfortable in as many different settings as possible.
Right.
So that I can maybe get work in as many different settings as possible.
Okay.
And so we have a world event that we do at the Shortstop, and that's every first Thursday, and I play every Friday there, and that's more of a club.
Is Greg going to be there on Friday?
I don't know, man. I don't ever see him. This is what I'm saying.
Well, dude, look. How are you going to have this meeting with him?
Oh man, I'll text a couple managers and we'll get the email, and then I'll CC
Look,
you guys.
I'll carry the records in that night. We go together.
Yeah,
we both
that's
wear,
how I do it, man.
Right?
That's how I did it.
We'll both wear Dodger lids, and people are like, "Look, I think the guys are coming over."
These guys are holding They gotta go. They gotta skip the
Right.
line. They're walking right up in there.
So, do you have you just mentioned the Afrobeat and jazz and stuff like that? Do you have a genre that you kind of you work on the side that you kind of I mean, when you work and you like I said, you have your foot in the pond of those styles and those genres of music. Do you do something that you wish you could get a venue for, 80s or the what do they call it, mashups and mixing
I think what happens is I go from I'm into this for 2 years, and then I'm into this for 2 years, and then I'm into that for 2 years, and so whatever I'm into at the moment, I'm going to try to run around and produce some kind of regular event based around that with other like-minded DJs and stuff like that. As far as focusing on one thing, I just can't do it, man. I've never been able to be I'm just fucking with this.
Well, I mean, but you just said once you 2 years, you kind of do 2 year residency.
I guess you're right. I guess
on genres.
Yeah, and I think because I have, but I also
that's what
have
I meant.
different things
In the background. Is there anything in the background that you kind of been kind of working on and honing on that you kind of haven't been able to venue yet?
No, not yet.
No, all right.
No, I've been very fortunate in that I've been able to try and fail at many different kinds of events.
Nice, man.
I've done all kinds of random events that are no longer here, but that were mad fun, and I would love to do them again.
Do you have some bucket list stuff you want to do? And also, are you?
I like the 2-part questions.
Yeah.
That's
That's
you're
all-
like I don't.
and
I don't talk
third-
so
and-
too much.
and we'd like to do the
and-
Grand Ole Opry.
Subsection D of this question, dude.
Right.
And I mean, besides your bucket list
Bucket
stuff,
list, okay.
we've talked about this a lot. A lot of DJs just press buttons now. Obviously, you know how to do more than just press the buttons. Are you a button presser also?
Yes.
Or
I definitely rely on
Sampling.
technology and Serato and things like that, because I might play a lot of newer stuff where it might be unknown producers who don't have money to press their shit on wax, so I like to play that. Being on the few radio shows that I do, I not everything I want to play is on wax.
Okay.
From a very brutally honest technical standpoint, I am not capable of doing a lot of the things I might be able to do with relative mode on Serato, the needle is not as fragile.
What is Serato? What does that mean?
And what is wax?
All right, so
Wax
wax
is
would be
records.
like records,
I know. I'm
vinyl,
just-
whatever.
We're asking questions here.
Well, no, you sound like an idiot asking that question. I know we don't know what Serato means. You sound like a fucking-
If we're gonna ask questions, let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get out
Let's
to the.
get everyone on the
Let's
same
get-
All right,
page.
Let's
what's
get these
wax?
answers
Those are
correct.
those are records,
This
Scott.
is like,
you idiot.
this is 101
All right,
vocabulary.
so what's Serato?
So Serato was a program that I think came out in about 2005 or 6 that allowed DJs to basically use their digital music collection, and it sends a time-coded signal to a special record that you can then manipulate the digital signal from your digital collection.
See, that's what school teaches you right there,
yeah.
right?
I wouldn't say digital too many times if I was, like I had a better understanding of it.
Sure,
but
no,
that's
no.
the gist of it. When people, like if I'm DJing somewhere and they're like, what are you doing? And then I'll be like, well, it takes everything in iTunes, which can be, thousands
Anything.
of fucking songs.
Anything.
And and it literally sends a digital
Into
signal
this
to
program.
a record. Yeah,
Into Serato.
yeah, and then it allows you to manipulate the vinyl
Wow.
So
as
it's
if it was an actual record.
Instead
Wow.
of X's and O's,
Well, it's zeros and
it's
ones.
zeros and ones.
That's
That's
called
all-
mi-
that's-
it's MIDI.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's I see. That's what I'm saying, dude. Sean,
That's why we ask questions.
I know, but asking
these
what
are-
wax
what
is,
is that?
what wax is fucking what's the
Surf
wax?
wax.
No,
Yeah, right.
Bubble gum,
but
sex.
Sex wax.
dude, no, honestly, Sean, like I had that. You're the see. Having him here makes it okay that I ask all these fucking dumb white
Hey,
nerdy questions.
here's what we need to do.
White
I say we
I'm
need to
with
send
you,
Todd
dude.
to one day of school.
DJ school?
I
DJ
get
school for one
We'll
day.
do it
We
private.
can set that up,
Sean
right?
teaches
Private
me one
lesson.
day.
One
Here's
day.
what we'll do.
I know you
Sean-
can't learn it all in one day,
Sean
but
and
just
I
have him
totally
go
could.
there in one
Sean
day.
and I
Totally
will
could.
talk, we'll talk to Mr. Chalk.
Right.
And we'll see if we can get you into Beat Junkie School.
And no, you can't learn it in one day. I was just saying we
And
need to
we'll
send
just-
him
we'll-
there for a day
we'll-
just to
we'll-
I
see.
think
Let's see
it's
if we can do it in a
I
week.
think honestly, I think it's a math. I think it's a theory, and once you have
Math?
basic
That wasn't
knowledge,
his-
then you
yeah.
just practice. Yeah. I
Or
really
left and
do.
right? Is there a left and right? Because that left turntable will become the right turntable, and the right turntable will become the left turntable.
I'm not dyslexic until you ask me.
But
Oh,
here's,
to right or
Until you ask me.
here's the thing that I feel about it. If you're an artist of any type of style, whether it be painting, skateboarding, video games,
Acting.
DJing, whatever, if you have any type of art skill, you're gonna have to sync everything in together. Todd's a great artist. Like a lot of these arts that you see in here is by him. So I think that given the chance, he will be able to, in a week, I think he can get.
Well, and he's a
so.
music lover. But the problem is the music he likes, not so scratchable.
It's all scratchable.
Yeah, everything is
It's all
scratchable, man.
scratchable.
That's what I want to hear.
See, I know I can do this, Sean.
Yeah, dude, you can do it, Todd. You're
I think
gonna
I can
fucking
do this.
bud.
We're gonna have to put
No,
in a
you
back
no,
call for this one.
check this out.
Lou
Why-
Man's going to lose his job.
Right. He could, Lou. You could, Lou. You fucking could. You know what's crazy, Sean, is that look, I've been around Kpook. I've been around all of our friends. I've been around enough tables. And I always kind of go by them and go, oh man, that'd be awesome. Like I just want to reach over and just go wah, 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 to touch it. You know,
You might have to do it today.
but I've been, like I said, I've always been fascinated as how that piece of equipment
Rocks the party.
Yeah, how
Dude,
it rocks the
fucking rocks the party.
And I play drums, not real well, but not.
He has a drum set.
Yeah, I have a drum set.
Yes.
I've had a drum set.
He has a drum set.
I'm a
Yeah,
drummer.
yeah.
That means I'm a drummer.
So you know how
Yeah,
to
you play along to Afghan wigs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Sean.
Callback.
I have
Yeah.
like 2 Afghan songs that I know.
There you go.
All
That's
the way
right.
through.
I knew it.
All the way
right.
through. But that piece of equipment is always like I said, it's always fascinating me. It's like because until today, I really you don't think anybody goes, hey, yeah, I went to school to learn how to do that. I've known Kpook my whole life, and all the people that he knows and that I know that knows how to do that. They all kind of learn from watching the elders and getting up and doing fucking trial by error, but having a school and having to be taught this and how to do it properly, like you said, the Beat Junkies, like their whole motto is like, people are doing this thing all fucked up and whack. Let's teach these kids how to do this. Is really cool, man.
Yeah. I think so.
What do you mean? I know you
Yeah.
think so. I know
I
you
love
do.
it, man. I don't know what the fuck I would be doing if I didn't do
Right?
that. So.
And you love it going. This is what you do. This is your not only your passion, but You go to shows, you get paid. This is how you make your chips and pay your bills and live.
Yeah,
and
that's the
right.
moment. Yeah, that's right.
So that's like I said, it's awesome. Like you learned how to manipulate that piece of equipment and make that your day to day.
Yeah, and if I don't know how long that would have taken if I didn't have the school. And then, like, going back to the question, I think there are people who might look down on it, but fuck them, because then it might take them forever to maybe learn something. And the school
or like I said, never touch it, or never, like I said, I just walked by it my whole life, and I've wondered. But like you said, fuck them, dude.
Yeah, dude. I think if you have an opportunity to learn something,
there's nothing wrong with being taught. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. Whether you pay for it, it's a college or school. But if you get out of that whole lesson and you learn and you want to earn and be who the fuck you are, then fuck you, dude. Anything.
I think one of the things that I had to do for my first internship was we had to throw an event, and it was the first time I'd ever tried to promote anything or try to do anything. And we actually had DJ Revolution from the Wake Up Show, and he's just a legendary cat. And we booked him, and he came just to do a Q&A. He wasn't performing or anything. The event was fucking dead. We didn't bring anyone there. It was a huge not good thing.
No show.
And then we were interviewing him, and then my actual question to him was, what do you think about this establishment training young people to take a 6-week class and then to go and DJ? And the first thing he says, well, you'll never be able to do what the fuck I do in 6 weeks, so I'm not really worried about anyone in this room, right? And then basically it was like, but
that's also not the question you asked either. You're just like, what do you think about this? I'm not trying to steal your job or be
but
like.
He said, but then he segued, and to his credit, he's an amazing mentor to a lot of people, and he's a G, and I have the utmost respect, so I don't mean to, but he then said, he goes, you'll never be able to do what we do unless you're completely dedicated for, years and years and years and years. And so while you might be a DJ who goes to that school and you take a class, even after 6 weeks, you're not going to do anything after 6 weeks unless you
hustle.
Yeah.
And you
stay there for more because they have other classes. And the other classes get you, the first 6 weeks this is what this all is.
Right.
That's it.
This is the show.
This is how you don't break this shit.
Right. See, that might be my first lesson.
And that's
that needs to be my first lesson.
And then the second class is, this is how you mix this shit.
Right.
And then it's cool because this is the best shit, is they give you homework assignments, and your homework assignment is to go home and to prepare a set for a 9 to 10 slot at a restaurant. And that's what everyone in the class plays that kind of set in mind. And then they all sit there and critique you. And then now you have just all these notes. This is what going back to the whole mentor and people being honest with you about fucking up. And you're not going to get that if you just go to gigs and convince bars to give you a night.
Right. No, but
having that community is what helps you build and practice and learn new shit.
That's what you're saying. Like I said, it's not about anybody. Yes, you could pay. You can pay. You can go to school. But at the end of the day, it's
Soundmaster.
But yeah, I went to Soundmaster. That's how I learned. Yeah, sound engineering school. But like you're saying, Sean, it's like that's not what makes you who the DJ you are or advances you to that next moment. I just took a 6-week course, and then what you do with that lesson after it is all dependent on you.
That's right.
So you just basically learn how not to break the fucking equipment, and everything past that is on how you move forward.
That's lesson 1. You see those fingers? Those are
hands.
Breaking fingers.
Break them.
But you're gonna teach me how to break it.
Show you how not to break it.
All right.
Let's move a little fast forward here. Now, you're on, and I don't know if you know this, but he's on KPFK, just like our friend DJ Luman, of course.
Yep.
And just like
the Truth Seekers.
The Truth Seekers show. And
so you go and do sets there?
Now
every week.
Nice.
Yeah, most
it's a great
weeks,
radio station.
To be honest, most weeks. Yeah.
What's that?
I do most weeks. We have a couple hosts, producers on the show, so we might rotate weeks through the month because we air 2 to 4 in the morning, and it's fucking late, and I have kids, so I can't do every. You know what I mean?
Every
kids.
Yeah. No, I can't.
Welcome back to
Kids,
Kids, folks.
Yeah.
Kids are us.
That's what I'm saying. They're not listening. I'm saying all these F-bombs.
Welcome back to
man.
Kids.
This is amazing.
Yo, Mac Miller.
I've been home all day, so when I'm out, I'm just like,
I'm out.
saying the words I want to say at home.
You're not going to watch this show, God damn it.
Yeah.
Daddy was saying F words, and I owe you about $75.
But 2 to 4 every week.
You do sets
we would
there.
do that.
2 to 4 every week.
Yeah, we do. We hold down 2 hours every week, and that's a very open format show too, playing everything.
Yeah. Fucking Santana. I
switched it over.
Look, we got scared.
I'm already on it.
Oh man, I did get scared.
And Santana, that's a good
He's
that
a mentor.
Yeah,
Santana's a good friend.
We had Santana in here. He's a great storyteller, telling us all
all
kinds of crazy.
I had lunch with him. He told me about it.
Yeah.
Santana is a great guy. So we're gonna be getting you in the kitchen pretty soon here. So what is it that you want the listeners and the people who are watching? What do you want them to know about Seano?
I don't know. I like
family man.
Well, I like to work. So if you are in a position to hire people to do work, then holler. But
if you want your ears fucked,
yeah,
call Sean.
No, I mean I like to.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Sonically,
listen to music. Just do what you want, and like if you have a job that doesn't help you do what you want, balance whatever free time that you have. Because I think the reason the community in this Los Angeles music community is so strong is a lot of people have those jobs and then they still take this free time to put art into the community, and that shit is healing. You know, like you might not be a baller and make tons and tons of dough, but I think if you got some shit to say creatively, then you should do it, and you should find people to fucking support you.
That's what I meant, and not to back that up here. Just like I said, like as an artist, when I paint, I want people to stand there in front of them and let their eyes fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you
watch
do?
It.
No. Yeah. It's like I said, just stand there and let your eyes fuck. When they show up and Seano, and you're playing, you're trying to fuck all their ears and get them that good sound. Let your ears fuck.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
That's what I meant.
It's really interesting because you do want something, right? And then
you
what
want
you
something
want
out of it. You want that reciprocation going. I liked it. Thank you.
Yeah,
right?
I have some times where I'll do something and this is just being very honest, man. Is there'll be gigs where I'm just like I don't want to be here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then something happens, and then you connect, or you do something, or an idea comes to you, and it completely turns it around. And it's very random, no matter how much you prepare for any
right.
one.
School don't teach you that how to enroll with that.
And that's what Rev was saying. To his credit too, like again, he was basically saying that you're not going to learn.
Yeah. You got to hustle and figure and be yourself and figure out how that learn.
Just like when you go to school for marketing or some other shit, like you're not going to they might give you a book about how it's been done, but there's going to be so many more people doing creative things all the time.
You got to find your way. You got to find your path.
You just have to be open-minded to accepting whatever kind of knowledge is being presented to you every day. And I think that's...
I fucking dig it, dude. Sean, I know I can do this now someday. I know I can do this.
I think I think everyone can do it, man.
I think we got to really put him through the whole...
Yeah, but we don't want everybody doing it.
That's unless you do it right and you're dope, yeah.
We don't want everybody doing it.
We don't want
So besides that, I want you to give us all the information for people who are watching.
Give us your handles.
Give us everything, how to find you. And also, I want to say... We can't show it right now, but I got that great clip of you and your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
On July 4th.
Dude, that was
she was
great.
Up there, you guys were boogieing.
No, we can show it. We don't need to show it right now, but we can show it in the edit.
We'll show it.
Yeah.
Everybody
shout. It could be right now.
That was like a real selfish moment.
Now. Wait, Scott. Wait. Now.
And so go ahead and give everybody information on how to get in contact with you.
All right.
Where all your events are, what's going on in the future. And lay it down. All
right, we're going to lay it down. Okay, so if you are on the Twitter and the Instagram, you can hit me at DJ Seano, Seano, DJ, Seano. Best website to hit everything at is Soundwaves Radio. That is a weekly show on 90.7 FM KPFK. And that's me with Val the Vandal and Francesca Harding. We play all kinds of shit. We get guest mixes from all kinds of people. I do a show on DubLab, and that's every third Monday of the month, and that's dublab.com, and that's also now on 99.1 FM. I do 4 to 6 p.m. third Mondays there. I'm on Giles Peterson's Worldwide FM network, and that's once a month with Mark DeClivelo. That's just worldwidefm.net. I play at the Shortstop every first Thursday, every single Friday.
Every single Friday, Shortstop.
Every single Friday, the
come
Shortstop.
We're coming to talk to Greg Dooley.
Yeah, dude. We'll get your debut set there after we do the lesson.
We'll get it scheduled right there, huh? Me, and Greg.
Kpook over here.
All
yeah.
Right. Oh, that'd be fucking awesome,
yeah.
Sean. I would love that.
That's the kind of shit that we do, man.
I would love that. That's how we roll, man.
Hopefully the Dodgers will be winning, and then we'll get
Dodgers are winning.
We got to figure out a day where we can all, me, you, LA Blue.
Right, go down the Shortstop.
And we just to go to a Dodger game. Get some tickets and just sit down and just watch a game.
Okay.
Get some Dodger dogs.
All right. Well, we can get Dodger dogs at a supermarket and go
We
wait in
give
the
a
parking lot.
hand
We
with
can
the guy with the funny
we
beard.
can go to the parking lot at the shortstop and eat Dodger dogs, and then go in and have drinks.
There you go.
And listen to
Well,
Sean.
We can go to the shortstop. So we'll just plan a Friday where we can just sneak in real quick.
All right.
Well, let me ask you this. I
Yeah.
know I'm reaching for something right now because
All right.
I heard something.
Okay.
Is there any way, since these guys are out all night and they do their thing, is there any way late night that maybe they can scoot on in and sit in the studio one day and tell what they do at night?
At Soundwaves?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only
Nice.
we got to set it so that you could drop a set too.
Oh,
And we'll just do a Loud sound
I love that
Soundwaves.
That'd be
takeover.
fucking awesome, dude.
Without the fucks.
Without the fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll pack those. I'll leave those at home.
Yeah. You're getting me in rare form. I don't even
Yeah.
swear on
Hey,
social
but you
media.
needed
Fuck
this.
it.
You're getting all this out for the weekend.
I needed
Now
it,
You
you
wouldn't have to
guys.
cuss at all this
That's
weekend.
right. Damn.
I'd say we should do it closer to probably October, November-ish, right when the Netflix thing's about to pop.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Can we get some airtime on that? For
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be
All right.
good.
Oh, we can hook you up with that, man.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be really
Just
good.
send me text messages and I'll read an announcement every week.
Oh, no. Listen.
I always
you and
tell people that.
you and I are going to be talking. You're not going to be talking now, Sean. Now I care about what the fuck you're
You're
doing.
not going to walk by the tables and wonder what
Right.
if. You're going to be like, I'm coming
Yeah,
for you.
I'm coming for the tables.
Here's the crazy thing. Todd might be driving and be like, I'm about to stop. What time is it?
Fuck.
Oh, I'm about to stop on over to Sound Waves.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
All right, so
That's cool.
So let's get ready.
Yeah.
It's
What's
time for
cook? What's cooking?
You know, I'm gonna tell you what's cooking. Seano is
All
cooking.
right.
No fingers.
Magic
Magic
fingers.
fingers.
Magic. Buddy.
This would be if there was
Magic
a
fingers.
like a bringing back magic fingers, it would be right now.
All right. Let's do it.
Magic fingers is
Next
gonna be
on the tables, coming to the stage is Magic Fingers. Fucking awesome.
All right, Pook, give me a test.
Okay, we're going 45 live. I think you're the first DJ to play some 45s that's been here, so that's a real good sign right now. Also,
Hey, turn that up a little bit too, Sean.
All right. Is that cool?
Yep.
what up?
A little louder. A little louder.
It could be the needle too.
You want this off?
No, it's
Volume?
It could be the needle.
You get a needle?
Yeah. I'll let this
Okay.
play. I'll get into something else, and then we'll fix it.
All right, come over here and get some sound.
Yeah.
So what do we got playing right now?
This is Len Christopher, Take Me With You, and I heard this because one of my favorite mixes was J-Rock's Walkman Rotation, and this is one of the samples to one of the songs that was on that mixtape and shit, and so I found it, and I bought it, and I ordered it's a repress. It's not an original copy because I'm not a rich guy like that, but I bought it, so fuck it.
Well, let me tell you how many originals I've gotten lost in my years of collecting vinyl. I used to have to go to Music Plus and get everything, and Warehouse. All that stuff is no longer existing. So whatever you get right now is a replay, is a repressing.
Yeah, man.
But it's still good.
Hell yeah.
It's still vinyl.
I don't have, like I said, I don't have dough for certain things like that. So I just, if there's an affordable repress, I'll grab it. You know, it's nothing crazy. Alright, so. Yeah, so I think it's the needle.
Yeah. Needs a little spit on it.
So I'll get you right now.
Okay, so in this 45, what do we have going on here?
So this is Brooklyn, what is the name of this band? It's Brooklyn Express, and the name of the song is 69. So basically, like I said about my wandering genre and interests, right now I'm on this big Paradise Garage, Larry Levan, disco, underground New York type shit, and so I found this just on my little digs, and yeah, so I've been on a huge disco 45 mix
Disco
lately.
is, man, I love disco.
I think it's accessible and it's up tempo. People want to move and shit, even if they don't think they want to move. It's kind
Disco
of
will make them
it's
move.
kind of
and
fucked up.
this thing, they wanted to destroy disco.
Yeah, dude. They tried to do it in Chicago too, and the guy. So I'm reading this book, and it's basically the history of disco from this English guy who came over here and interviewed all these people leading up to Studio 54, after Studio 54. basically into 80s and the beginning of boogie music and house and raves and shit. And so they talk about how they tried to kill it because it was so huge that basically all the other genres were being shut the fuck down.
So
and they couldn't compete or keep up with the demand for disco music.
So from what I'm hearing here, and you listened to all the music when you were at the boarding school, and making your brain go crazy. And once you started DJing, did your mind just get more like, I need to know more, I need to feed more, I want more music, I want to know who's doing what? How did that? How your eclectic of music did it just get bigger and bigger just because you wanted to hear more and more music? I mean, because you weren't around when disco was playing, so what made you, what attracted you to the disco?
Well, I think, I was saying earlier how we watched that Scratch documentary, and there's that whole little section on like DJ Shadow and Cut Chemist and about just digging and buying random shit and then like really making it something special, and then all of a sudden you're assigning value to that project because everybody wants to go get it now because you sampled it. Right. So there's always been a sense of me wanting to learn as much as I can, and I think just the fact of the disco shit just happens to be about the book that I've been reading recently. You know what I mean? And I don't think it has anything to do with, and I definitely, when I started DJing, I was not fucking with disco music. You know what I mean? So
you weren't even trying to think about disco.
I wasn't ready for it, to be honest. Yeah, I wasn't ready. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right.
I know that if you guys are uploading it later, like there's ways to fix it in post.
He knows how to fix it from there.
Yeah. Okay, and so right now, who is this, sir?
This is BB&Q Band, and this is more disco boogie music. Yeah, this is a little jam right here. And after this, I'm gonna play "Walking on Sunshine" from Rocker's Revenge out of UK. And then I'm gonna hopefully have time to play this Italian rap record.
Well, we're gonna let the Italian rapper come on.
This guy is gonna fucking blow your mind. This guy's super tight. And then I'm gonna close it with a Larry Levan production of "Life Is Something Special," which is, I mean, it's a great ass song, and it's something that we should all remember. Not to be corny, but fuck it.
All right. Well, you know you gotta get a scratch in, or it's not. Or Todd's gonna be upset.
Yeah, I gotta give Todd a little some magic, right? All right, I got him. Magic fingers. Oh yeah. I'll see what's up, and I can try to fix that too.
And bring on the good times. Imagination has no ending. Come on. Imagination. The sky is the limit. Imagination. You can travel from space and time to visions in our minds. Just imagine how it would feel if you could keep your mind serenity. Can't you see yourself in paradise with your mind at ease, doing what you please? Just imagine if you can live your past behind. Can you imagine the future? You can live it tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna go home tonight.
Imagination has no ending. Do it. Oh,
So let's see if we can get this going.
do it. Looking through the morning dew, smoking mountains, nothing new.
LOUDLABS show, DJ Seano. I mean, what more do you want?
I want.
What do you want?
What more do I want? I don't know. Get back to me on the next show. I'll tell you what more I want on the next show.
On the next show?
On the next show.
Okay. Next DJ, we're gonna keep bringing them hotter and hotter.
All right, you guys gotta hear this.
got something real special coming up. What? Who? Oh, time with the
Sometimes a lot of the problem with 45s is the weight that you use. It might get loose and then it'll fuck you all up.
So basically, you're gripping it so the needle stay on the groove.
No. So basically, I'm just making sure that the slip mat slips in, and so that the record won't go anywhere when I do scratch.
All right.
Yeah. So it's like a custom, not custom for me, but a custom.
Whoever came with that idea was a great idea.
Yeah. He's a nerdy dude for sure.
Nerdy.
Yeah.
And he's probably rich right now.
Oh, I think I got it. I'm just running through them so I can play more.
Get him in.
Yeah.
So who we listen to again? Who is this?
This is Pino D'Angio. He's rapping his ass off right now. He does this the whole song too. It's dope.
Se sono qui per te stasera è una fortuna.
Pino, come to the show. LOUDLABS looking for you. You gotta love it. Seano, he's giving us a little history lesson right now.
Sounds like a geography lesson.
Yeah, it's Italy.
International.
Same guy?
No, this is someone new. But it's real international. International house pancakes.
Oh no, this next one is though.
She looks like she's gonna have a good time.
It's international.
She looks like she's gonna have a good time.
Electric love. Oh yeah, this is porn music in a set.
You got some camera time.
Yeah, camera time right there.
There's some camera time right there. Boom. Right there.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is a jammy right here.
You want one more or you done?
I got one more after this.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the LOUDLABS show. There's no other show that is like this. Sooner or later, you guys are gonna all catch up and find out. Hopefully, it's gonna be later. But the LOUDLABS show is one of the greatest shows that's ever been formed, found, and created. And when you guys figure it out, it's gonna be even better. It's your fault, Seano! Lay it out, Lay it out. All right, Julie, get this handle. Mike doesn't know who that guy is. Mike likes that guy. Ray Julie? You ask Jan Winslow? Ray Julie. Yeah, Sean works at Ray Julie's bar. We're going there, and we're going there Friday night. This should be really want to give us the big.
What? This song right here?
Yeah, come on, man. I grew up to this. My uncle used to play this song.
You're packing a 12
Well, 12 inchers.
Inchers. We'll close it out with this one right here.
Seano?
Yeah, he's gonna be here on the 15th.
This honestly is like my favorite song. This is my shit right here.
I need to have that there in my collection.
This is, yeah, you should. This whole record actually is really dope. You know,
Yeah. Who are we listening to now?
So this is NYC, Peach Boys, and this is produced by Larry Levan, and this is Life Is Something Special, and this is a fucking jam. Yeah.
That's it. Okay, so folks, the Loud Lab show is coming to an end. We're listening to Life Is So Effing Special. And you know, I really hate to end the show, but we got to go because we got other things to do. And we'll see you next week. And how we always end the show, every time in every way, because this is dedicated to Don Cornelius. Peace and soul.